Hey folks, Alex here from 9 to 5 to Freedom. So glad you can join me on today's video. We're going to talk about what's going on in the market. We're going to talk about the portfolio, what's going on with MSTY. Is MSTY a tired horse? Should we get rid of MSTY and look for something else? And then I'm going to give you an update on my portfolio and things that I've done to it. So I'm still on vacation. I apologize for the format. It might be a little bit loud with the cars and the birds and everything else. But let's talk about MSTY. Okay, so MSTY, if you see my other videos, I had a large position in MSTY. MSTY obviously is from YieldMax. For those who are new, they do option on the MSTR, the MicroStrategy, which holds over $60 billion worth of Bitcoin. Now, Bitcoin's been on a rally this week. This is what we call the crypto week. And as we can see, we're slowly creeping up again. We're up to 2290 today. So that's very nice to see. Now, I got into MSTY around $20 to $21. So I'm up on that position. But that was my largest position in my portfolio. Now, what we're doing on this channel, obviously, is we're building a portfolio that is a machine that can create us income. And we are cautious about NAV erosion. So there's YouTubers out there who say just NAV erosion doesn't exist. They watch their, they're getting their monthly, weekly dividends as their portfolio is reducing down. Now, I believe in NAV erosion. It's a real thing, and you got to watch for it. Look at MSTY, for example. If you bought it MSTY at $37 back in December, you would not be in a good position right now. So, and obviously it depends how much you believe in it, how much you put into it. So what I'm getting at is we want to make sure that we're cautious of the NAV erosion, that we're monitoring this stuff. This isn't like set it and forget it. You're not just like buy and spy and then you're going to cash out 40 years from now when you're in your 60s or 70s. This stuff is very volatile. This is very risky. So don't follow me as far as my trades and all that stuff that I'm doing. Be advised that this YieldMax stuff and the stuff from Roundhill, it hasn't been around long enough. So anyways, let's talk about MSTY. Let's talk about what's going on in the market. Okay, so in the market, so again, there's talks about Powell and Trump's kind of going back and forth. Should we get rid of Powell? Should we keep him? And obviously it's causing some volatility in the market, but so far we're up on NASDAQ, we're up on Russell, we're up on Dow and S&P 500. Everything's looking very great. Now let's go over to the positions here that we have. Okay, so this is my new position, folks, and I'm really excited to show you what I'm doing here. So I lowered my position on MSTY because I was holding way too much of it. I had over $60,000 into MSTY, and I wanted to diversify. And one thing that really caught my eye a couple days ago was ULTY. ULTY, a lot of folks got burned on ULTY in the past because it's just been, a fund that promised the moon, and then it went. If you look at the all-time chart here, folks who got into ULTY at $20, they're really not happy with this fund at all. But something happened back in the spring, and back in April or March period, they redid how they ran their options, how they're holding their positions, and all that kind of stuff. And since then, it's been sideways and slightly up, which is very nice to see. So again, very, very risky position, but it's paying like 79% in dividends. So, and this is a weekly payer now. Previously, this was a monthly payer. So a couple days ago, I didn't make any videos because I was just so tied up with just enjoying my time here on the beach. But what I did was I bought 21,000 shares of ULTY. I reduced my position on MSTY. I reduced my position on QDT and XDT in order to get more ULTY. Now, this week, folks, I already took out 2 distributions. I took out a distribution on Monday for $3,600, and then I took out another one this morning of $3,000. And look, our account is up $1,900, almost $2,000 today. And today's ex-dividend day. Look how well ULTY has recovered. So tomorrow we're going to see our dividends pop in. I'm roughly estimating about $3,700 for this week. So glad to see that happen. Now let's talk about some of these other ones, right? So QDT, I'm up 3% year to date. BTC, I'm up 11.5%. Really loving this one. This is on obviously Bitcoin. MSTY, like I said, I held over $60,000 of MSTY. I felt like I was a little bit over leveraged on it, and you know, God forbid it moves, you know, $2-3 down. That's gonna, you know, eat up all the dividends that I received in it. So I felt like ULTY is a more diverse option, but time will tell. XDT, I'm still down because, you know, I took a loss because I lowered my position from like $45,000, and then PLTY we're up 7%, NVIDIA up 9.65%, SMCY we're still down. Again, this is another position I bought back before the tariffs. And BTBT, this is a new thing here. This was an option that I bought this morning. Don't worry about that. I'm just, I guess, taking a gamble on an option. Now, I did do some margin hammer strategy this week. I've had 4 successful days in a row doing some trades on some stocks like Hood and Rocket Lab. So those are some nice wins as well. Now, let's take a look at what we're sitting on the portfolio. We're at 162,312, and we are about $108,500 on margin. Now, my margin is a little bit high right now, but everything's a bull market right now, and I'm feeling optimistic. I'm, you know, riding this wave. So if we see some negativity, we can lower that margin at any time by just selling some stuff up. Now, if I go to the dividend view here, this is going to be Fidelity calculating what my annual estimated income is. Now, right off the bat, I can tell that it's not very accurate because it's saying here ULTY is going to pay 119% a year. It's not true. So this one should be roughly around 80%. So I did my own math. I think we're sitting around $170,000 or so that we're expecting to make on this portfolio, which is insane because really, you know, our own money will only have $162,000 in this account. So so that's what we got, folks. That's what's going on. Tomorrow we're going to do a video hopefully on what we got in dividends. We'll go over each position. Tomorrow we should be seeing dividends from PLTY, from NVIDIA, ULTY, QDT, and XDT. So all those should be coming in tomorrow, and everything was already announced yesterday, so you can check out those announcements right on the website, or there's plenty of other YouTubers who talk about what distribution you're getting. But I know ULTY is paying over 10 cents this week, so it was really nice to see that recovery, and I feel like I got it in a very nice price. My average price is $631 on this position. Right now we're floating about $637. That's what it's showing as last price here. So yeah, that's the update I wanted to do today. So let me know what you think in the comments. Should I held on to MSTY and rode that wave of this crypto week, or was this ULTY gamble a little bit too risky, or is this the safe choice to make? So let me know what you think in the comments. Again, tomorrow we're going to take another distribution. So for those folks who are new, what we're doing here, right, we're living out of this portfolio right now. I still work my 9-to-5 job, and what I'm doing with the money that I'm getting, and I'm watching this account, we're not allowed to nav a road. Okay, I want it to be around $160,000 at all times. So so that means, like, if there's going to be weeks that we're not going to take a distribution, we're going to let that account grow back up to 160. But if we're way over, we're going to take those gains, and what I'm doing is just paying off my debt basically at this point. So so that's what we got. I wanted to make it nice and brief and short, and thanks for watching, folks, and I hope everybody has a great day. Appreciate it.